Hello, Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. Thank you. It's nice to see you again. Thank you for watching this video in zaini4ee.com channel where I share about my works, my experience and my knowledge to enlighten you further about energy management or energy efficiency related topics. Today, I would like to enlighten you again, hopefully, about energy management. Mainly because I'm still often being asked or being asked about when I talk about energy management or energy management system, the tendency is always talking about energy efficient solutions, energy technologies, devices, all the tools, all the something that tangible that can be used, to save energy costs, which is not really wrong. For me, it's not wrong. As I've been mentioned in my previous video, it's not wrong at all. But bear in mind, again, I would like to emphasize here, energy management system is a big picture. It's the management system itself where they will involve, they will require technologies, they will require technical solution, they will require some kind of technology intervention to achieve the much better result. However, the big picture is the system itself, means that how we manage our energy. That will cover all the human part, the technical part, the technology part, and all that. Okay, so today I would like to share more about this particular topic, energy management system. I would like to highlight more on the key definition that are related into energy management. Because once you understand about this definition further, maybe we can start to look at energy management at much better or at much bigger picture where it's about management. It's not just about energy or engineering alone. It's about management. Okay, so after this, I'll share my slide so that I hope from this video, all of you or whoever listening and watching here, okay, can have some much better idea about what is energy management system all about. Okay. Okay. Now let's us understand further about some key definition that I truly believe are related to energy management system when it comes to the development and also until the implementation process. So let's understand about this key definition. So first of all, energy management should be looked at in the way it should be looked at something more strategic rather than just one-off or short-term. Therefore, it must be looked in strategically, not just as a project-based kind of approach or understanding. So therefore, the first word that we should look into is what do you mean by strategic? Okay, we have to understand what does it mean by strategic, because we are talking about energy management as something strategic matters in the organizations. Okay, according to the Oxford Languages, the online dictionary, I managed to source here. Strategics, it means is relating to the identification of long-term or overall aims and interests and the means of achieving them. Means that something long-term and the way on how that long-term aims or targets or interests can be achieved. And then they added in the dictionary, okay, strategic planning for organizations is the responsibility of the top management. So involve top management. So strategic planning of the organization is the job of the top management. So they're supposed to set the planning for strategic management of any particular area in their organizations, okay, in the business. Here we don't talk about energy management yet or energy yet. We are talking about general definition of strategic. And then according to the Cambridge Dictionary online, it's very simple. Strategic means helping to achieve a plan. Means that the way to achieve the plan. Okay, and then according to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, okay, strategic means a necessary to or important in the initiations, conduct, or completion of a strategic plan. Okay, means that what being done, okay, in the until it's completed. Okay, until the completion. Okay, the initiation, conduct, and completion of the plan or strategic plan. And they added in the dictionary of great importance within an integrated whole or to a plan effect. Is that something they wanted to achieve and how to get there? That is my understanding of these three sources. Okay, what does it mean by a strategy? Okay, and then let's talk about strategic management. Yeah, again, we haven't talked about energy yet here. We're talking about general definition of strategic and now strategic management. According to the Investopedia.com, okay, the strategic management means the management of an organization's resources to achieve its goal and objective. Means that what they do, okay, how they manage their resources on to achieve their own goals and objectives set by the organization. And then they added here in the Investopedia.com, strategic management involves setting objective, analyzing the competitive environment, analyzing the internal organization, evaluating strategies, and ensuring that management rolls out the strategies across the organizations. It is something setting up something. Strategic management about setting up something, okay, and how all that being done throughout the organizations in strategic way, in systematic way. Okay, that's my understanding about this definition. And from the second source that I managed to get from the managementstudyguide.com, strategic management means about identification and description of the strategies that managers can carry so as to achieve better performance and competitive advantage for their organizations. Basically, identify, okay, and then describe what need to be done, and so that managers can carry out whatever being planned, okay, to achieve better performance of the organization, especially at the give them some kind of edge or advantages, in their organizations. And it involves a bundle of decisions and acts which a manager undertakes and which decide the result of the firm performance. Means that in between, a lot of decisions and action will be taken by managers involved. This is how they define strategic management. Now, let's have a look at what does it mean by strategic energy management. Now we talk about energy. Strategic energy management, or SEM. According to Wikipedia, our common reference, for definition. According to Wikipedia, so strategic energy management means a set of processes for business energy management. Means that for business purposes. If your business, this is for business energy management. So it often deployed, okay, SEM is often deployed via programs that target the businesses or other organizations within a utility territory or government area. So it's either for businesses, for utility companies, or even for government. This is how they define, according to Wikipedia, define strategic energy management. And they added in the Wikipedia, SEM is codified in the ISO 50001 standard for energy management system. Okay, very interesting because it's mentioned clearly, strategic energy management, you can refer to ISO 50001. And then I look at another source from ACEEE, American Council of Energy Efficient Economy, okay, in the US. Okay, one paper there. How they define strategic management. So according to this ACEEE, okay, ACEEE, SEM employs a holistic approach to managing energy use. It aims to continuously improve energy performance and sustain energy and cost saving over long term. SEM does not emphasize a technical or project-centric approach. Rather, it focuses on business practice change, shifting how organizations get things done, improving their capacity for reducing energy waste, and improving energy intensity from the C-suite to the shop floor. I think this division is very interesting. It's very comprehensive and very holistic as well. Here clearly mentioned, it's not just about technical or projects. It must be about the change, business practices. Okay, how you can change the business practices, how they can change the culture into getting things done, from the top, to the bottom. We mentioned here from the C-suite to the shop floor. I mean that it's supposed to be holistic, involve everyone in the organization, which will cover not only technical or project-centric approach. It's more on the business practice change. This is very comprehensive definition according to ACEEE. And then the third definition I sourced from the eScholarship, org, one of the website. Okay. It defines SEM is a process focusing on continuous improvement of energy efficiency at one or more commercial or industrial facilities. Okay, SEM is carried out through a process of employee engagement and identification and implementation of operational improvement. It often includes identification and implementation of discrete one-time projects that require capital investment. However, the core of SEM is low or no cost operational measures and practices that lead to energy and cost saving over time. And this is another very interesting and very comprehensive definition about how they define so-called strategic energy management. The way I look at it, this all definition is all about having a system in place. System is that they must have a system, because when we talk about long term, they must have some kind of approach or method or something they can do ongoing. Okay, so they must have some kind of a system to be developed and implement. Now let's go further. Okay, so what is energy management? Energy management. Okay, this is often there are variation of definition. Okay. But the way I look at it, there are always two ways of how they define it. One is more on the definition, more about strategic energy management. Okay, means that the definition more about strategic energy management. Another definition is normally beyond about energy management tools. For me, energy management tool is a part of the requirement in the strategic energy management. It's all about how we can do it better through certain application, technology, and all that. Okay, let's have a look here. So according to the VDI guidelines 4602, this one actually some kind of technical engineering guideline from German. Okay, from German VDI guidelines 4602. So it defines energy management is the proactive, organized and systematic coordination of procurement, conversion, distribution, and use of energy to meet the requirement, taking into account environmental and economic objectives. It is a systematic endeavor to optimize energy efficiency for specific political, economic, and or environmental objective through engineering and management techniques. Very interesting, because this VDI basically is engineering kind of an entity, but it defines here. I think I like the last sentence. It is a systematic endeavor to optimize energy efficiency for specific political, economic, and or environmental objective through engineering and management techniques. So it explains quite detailed, quite very clearly. Engineering and management techniques, which cover both energy and energy and management. And then we look at the second definition I sourced from sciencedirect.com. Okay, energy management is a way of working structure with the energy issue, and a standardized energy or environmental management system is a tool that can be applied. Very brief, but again, it's about working structure. Okay, and it must be in the standardized way. Okay, and then this is how I did this. That's what I mentioned earlier. The energy management definition always there are two categories. One, this one, the first one I mentioned the two VDI guideline also from the Science Direct. It's about strategic energy management definition. And then if you look at another definition similar from VDI as well. Okay, this one was issued in 2007. Okay, energy management is the usage of and the usage and application of technology, including planning and operation of both production and consumption of energy, with a view to enhance energy efficiency of an organizations. Okay, you mentioned here is the usage and application of technologies. Mean that how you use and how you apply technologies, including the planning and operation of both production and consumption of energy with a view to enhance efficiency of the organizations. Okay, this one more a little bit more on the technology part. We mentioned here application of technology. So now we have now that we have better picture now, what is energy management all about? Okay, so for me, both are together. Okay, and I would say the energy management tool should be a part of this. Naturally, it's a part of the management, the strategic energy management. And then next one, okay, let's understand about energy management system. I think the word energy management system came much much earlier. Okay, EMS. Okay, EMS came earlier because EMS often, okay, let's have a look at what do you mean by EMS when they talk about energy management system. This is common. This one, this is what I've been mentioned earlier in the video. This is what I often listen and heard from many people that I talk when I talk about energy management system. Okay, they often, for example, here look at the Wikipedia definition about EMS. EMS is a system of computer-aided tools used by operators of electric utility grids to monitor, controls, and optimize the performance of the generation or transmission system. Okay, means that it's a tool, and it is computerized. And secondly, if you look at another definition here from Science Direct, okay, a power system plays an important role in system operation and control. EMS has a host of network, okay, computation functions such as static state estimation, optimal flow, and contingency analysis. So means that it defines a power system, okay, that in the operation and control is more on the tools. Again, how I look at this kind of definition refers to the energy management tool. Okay, so how to define energy management system is more strategic manner, okay, or in a strategic energy management. I refer to ISO 50001-2018 version. So it mentioned in the ISO 50001-2018 version, they call it energy management system, but they got the word ENMS. Okay, I think one of the reasons because they don't want to confuse the two, because even the EMS they often be understood as the tools, the technologies, and therefore if they want to differentiate the two, okay, they have to put energy. En means energy. Another one common definition for EMS is environmental management system. I think this is another reason why they put the word EN, because just to differentiate between the environmental and also the EMS. So therefore, if you talk about energy management system, strategically, we talk about ENMS. Okay, if you talk about energy management system, but we're focusing on the technology or the technical solution, we talk about EMS. Okay, so these are the common definition, okay, that we should have a better idea or better understanding. I hope in this video, okay, you have much more understanding now. Because if you talk about EMS, for example, EMS, we talk about what just maybe you have familiar with the building energy management system, or BMS, building management system, or BES, building automation system, because they have the system design, they got the computer there, they got all the cabling, they got all the sensor, they got all the meters and all that, all connected together. Okay, and all connected so that they can monitor all the parameters, or you can visualize into the one screen. Okay, there's a part of that. Okay, so that they can do some control, they can monitor some data according to the whole building, cover energy data as well. That's why this, for me, EMS is the tools, okay, in the energy management system. I'm talking about now ENMS. ENMS is something that a management system, just like quality management system, environmental management system, safety management system, and all the management system. It's a typical management system. It's beyond just the tools. For example, you have the human resource management system. Okay, you got all the software, right? All the software, all the clocking system, for the internet and all that. That basically similar to EMS here. That's the tools on how you implement your human resource management system. Okay, I hope this definition enlighten you further, and you can easily differentiate between the two. If you talk about energy management system strategically, we talk about the whole system covering the policy, covering the commitment, covering the planning, covering the implementation of the system, covering the performance evaluation, also including the management review and all that. But if you talk about energy management system, EMS, it is just about the tools that will help us, will help you, okay, to implement your energy management system. Okay, so I hope this video, okay, and has enlightened all of us further about energy management system, and also the definition about key definition that related to energy management system. So again, I would like to end this video with the key message here. Okay, energy management system is a management system that cover holistic approach on how you can achieve our energy management goals, energy management objective and targets for the organization. Okay, and it is not just the technical solution, the technical part of energy management. It's not just about technology or the tools to be used. Okay, so the tools and technology is a part of the energy management system that will help or even will speed up, the intention to get much better energy performance improvement or much better result, okay, or much better result, and also much better energy cost reduction. Again, I mentioned what is one definition there, energy management system should focus as a start, focus on the low and no cost measure. Subsequently, when you enjoy more benefits, you can start to consider about investing more. Maybe involve all the retrofitting projects and all that, will involve some kind of investment. Because when you have the system in place, basically you start to get everyone together to do something towards achieving the same common objective and goal of energy management for the organization. Okay, and from there you start to create the culture, and everything subsequently become into practices for all level of personnel in the organizations. So with that, I hope this video has enlightened you further about energy management system, but by having more understanding, much clearer understanding about some key definition about energy management system, some key definition that are related to energy management system. Again, energy management system or management in organization supposed need to be looked at something strategic. Okay, that's the keyword, strategic. Okay. Okay, with that, I hope this video useful. Okay, and you feel this video is useful for you, please share. Okay. Okay, until we see you again in the next video. With that, if you have any comments or feedback, how we can improve my video, what or even what topic you maybe want me to share, please don't hesitate to send the email to the video at the bottom of this screen. Okay, you can send the email there, and then we can communicate, and then communicate further on that. And then I think that's all for this video. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and stay safe, stay healthy, and stay happy.